So I just want to do a quick little comparison here between the new Asus Zenfone 5Z and the iPhone 10, which came out about how many months? About 9 months ago. So it's coming on for a little bit in terms of age now, but it did start all of the copycats, and we do have the new copycat, the Zenfone 5Z. But it is half the price, and obviously it might give some good performance here compared to the one that started this trend. So in terms of boot up, very fast here for the iPhone, and we do have the Zenfone on the performance mode, so that should give some good performance overall. We're going to have a look here, open up some basic apps. Everything should be shut down, as you can see. See if I can remember how to use the iPhone 10. Let's go. So I give that to the Zenfone. I give it to the Zenfone again. A little bit different animation. That was the iPhone. Zenfone again. Zenfone again. I think, yeah. So very nice performance here with the Challenger. iPhone. iPhone's running the latest iOS as well. Which is iOS 11.4 official. We can see against Oreo here, it doesn't seem to be that fast really. It seems to be struggling to keep up with the where is the clock? There we go. Yeah, so you got your Zen UI here, very nice and snappy and well optimized. You can see. So I'm going to give this to Asus, I think, when it comes to the basic apps. So have a look at the speed test. Oh, they've changed this. So let's go with the iPhone. So quite average score there. Don't think I'm getting my money's worth really. The amount I paid for it. Apparently Sony's going to be charging 1,000 now as well for its phones. Good luck with that. I mean, seriously, you must be crazy to charge that much for a phone unless your name's Apple. Even Apple is reducing the price of its next iPhone apparently. In terms of the download here, shockingly poor on the Zenfone. I'm going to try that again because I do think it just had a hiccup, to be honest. I've seen it do better than that. Yeah. So very strange scores here. With the, I think this is the only real weakness I've seen on the device. The Wi-Fi doesn't seem to be that strong, but the actual web browsing seems to be perfectly acceptable. You know, it's not a huge issue. Just going to try the iPhone 10 again, just to make sure there's no issues with my connection. So you can see it's just the phone's fault. Yeah, so you can see we still do have we haven't gone back to 56k yet, although I think Virgin wants me to go back to 56k. So that is something to be aware of if you do a lot of online gaming, etc. probably better off with OnePlus or on a 10. In terms of the actual software, very nice and customizable here. As you can see, you can go to the preferences, you can change a whole load of stuff in terms of how it looks. You don't get that customization, unfortunately, on the iPhone. You can change your wallpaper, but I do notice that they haven't really added any new ones since the latest update, which is a little bit boring. The ones that are on there are quite nice, but you do have some nice ones here on the Zenfone, and you can also download more from their like Zen like store, which is pretty nice. In terms of the camera experience, I have yet to check it out on the Zenfone. I do plan to, but if you're looking at it from a modes perspective, the Zenfone seems to go a lot further, you know, giving you all sorts of modes here, such as Pro mode, wide angle lens mode. I mean, look at that, that looks pretty awesome and on par with what you get with like LG devices. So really looking forward to checking out the camera here. I do think the iPhone is probably going to be better overall, because obviously it's a much more expensive phone. They usually do get the camera right on the iPhone. It's just that they're a little bit lazy with the software nowadays. You know, new version of iOS, still getting the old boring you know, modes here. And one thing which really annoys me about this phone when taking pictures is sometimes I get locked in the camera app for some reason. I have to restart the phone. Maybe it's because I don't use iOS every day, but I find Android easier to use still. Overall, if we just look into the settings, you do get quite a lot of modes, as you can see here. You've got your multi-window, which I don't think you get on iOS 11. You get your auto color temperature, one-handed operation. I mean, the list goes on here. You're really getting a lot of value for your money with the Zenfone. The only real issue is obviously will they keep it up to date, because on the previous Zenfones they just updated it once and then forgot about it, whereas with your iPhone you're good for 5 years at least when it comes to the updates, so hopefully they will do that. But yeah, as you can see here, you know, very nice phone, comparable to what you're going to get when it comes to a flagship. And I will be doing some other videos with it, checking out the gaming, etc. So do stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.